So we joined core group, and within the first few months, I was put on the security team, and I had, so I was pretty close to all the people that were, close to Jenny, close to Stephen, and
I had Colette's book. I had her book because Jenny had talked about it in the class, and she's like, "This is a really great book, like her prophetic book or whatever."
Yeah, the dream book.
Yeah, they talked to me about like their tribe and a little bit of what they do.
And same type of ministry.
Right. I was in it for a while, and it was the same kind of thing with Core. It was like, getting really close to Colette Toach's daughter, Deborah, and her husband, Michael, type thing. So I was really close. I got to see what went on in the background. Visions to them, or similar words. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, this must be from God, right?
Mm-hmm. And this happens in all of them, by the way. It's not just Toach's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it happened with like Core Group too. Same thing. Was with them like privately and with other people who were close to them too. I'd watch them drink alcohol. They even asked me like why I don't drink, and I was like, well, I
offered my underage daughter alcohol,
like sips, like like a sip or whatever. They would curse, nothing.
And I had no idea any of this was happening.
And, Michael, he was very touchy, and there was this one time we were sitting at the table, and he kept like touching my thigh, like my upper thigh, like trying to grab his hand and squeezed it and pushed him away, and he still did it after that, thinking that I just told Deborah about this, and I was like, that made me really uncomfortable. Like he just kept, literally like the next day. Me and Deborah, we were like laying in bed, like I was in her room, whatever, we were just talking, and he was sitting on a chair right across from me, and he looked at me while Deborah's in the room, by the way, looks at me straight in the eyes and says, "I want sex."
Colette and her, and Craig and her ministry, they were trying to get under Jenny, they were trying to get under Ryan Lestrange, they were just trying to get under whoever they could and on their platform. And they ended up getting with Rich Vera, who is in Orlando, and I'm going and telling Jenny everything. So I'm like, Jenny, you need to know this, like, as I want to protect her, I want her to know, and I love her, I love the Core, I love her.
Started showing me, like, a lot about the Core group, and I realized, like, it was the same. It was almost identical to the things that we experienced with Colette, with Jenny.
And I did go to the leader and to Jenny, and the same type of thing happened. She kept saying to me, like, well, God didn't show me that. People were coming to me saying how they felt so rejected, or they felt like, it being in core group, like they weren't seen.
I told her that I can't be in core group, I'm going to be leaving, there's mixture in the core group, there's all this going on, and I told her that I was going to be sharing my testimony about what had happened with Jenny, and because she was a big part of everything that happened with the Toaches. Yeah, she said, "Are you threatening me?" The listed issues you expressed, and I said, "Hey, I won't be reaching out to them because,
that was our whole thing, is that we're not doing Matthew 18.
About that." And she said, "Okay, I don't listen to their teaching, so I wouldn't know."
And then we're like, you don't listen to their teaching? Like, we're so confused. I'm like, wait a minute. So you share this person's